Oh.
What's up, everybody? It's Ryan. I am in California. I am doing my podcast tour, and we are doing episode 1 of this 14-day podcast shenanigans. Yeah, we'll just start off with that.
Hell yeah. Hopefully we start off strong.
So we have Rory Knox,
Hello.
and we have Dan Ferrari in the house. Both of you I've never met before my entire life. Dan, we've obviously done some bookings together.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've done a lot of bookings.
Yeah. I've been behind the scenes for 10 years, so we've talked quite a bit.
Yeah. So, but this is the first time we've
Physically.
ever met. Yes. And I'm glad that you have wanted to come on the pod. It means a lot. So,
thank you so much for having me, man.
of course. And then Rory Knox. I mean, shit.
I was bound to end up here eventually, I guess.
you commented on the tweet, right? And you said that you wanted to come on, or did I reach out to you?
I mean, back for like the AVN thing. Oh, yeah. Maybe I think I said, maybe I commented. I don't know. I do like talking a lot, so I probably saw the opportunity.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that the both of you are here. I'm excited to learn literally what turns the both of you on, what gets you going. I want to know, like,
this
juicy
is gonna be interesting. I know.
hookup stories you guys have had, whether it's
I think me and Dan are both really weird people, so
I like weird. I
I
think weird is fucking awesome. I think weird is cool.
not like perverse weird.
No.
Just yeah.
I mean, the things I heard before the camera turned on with Dan over in Thailand. I mean, that's. I like these podcasts. I get to learn shit that I would never even guess.
If you need any suggestions, I know all the good spots in Chiang Mai.
Yeah,
I'll set you up.
that's cool. So, let's just do a little basic question real quick. What got both of you in this industry?
After you.
Hell yeah. You know, I did not actually like look for porn. It found me. I don't know, I've always been like a sexual person. I joined the industry when I was 26, after, I don't know, like a whole adult life by that point. You know, I had been in the military.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the Air Force. I managed airfields for 4 years before getting out and moving back to Southern California. Then I was managing car repairs at like a luxury auto body shop. And then the pandemic hit, and I enjoyed like the best stress-free year of my life. But when I started looking for ways to rejoin the workforce, I swear I didn't even look for porn. But I just got a random DM from some dude one day on my Instagram. Said he found my Tinder account, could tell my energy was just like sexual. He asked if I'd be into modeling, and I'm like, I'm 5'3". No, babe, I've never thought about modeling, but I was like, if there's work for me, then sure. And then I guess they have to baby step it, you know, like a little bit at a time. And he's like, what about porn? And then every gear in my head clicked. And I'm like, that's it. That's where the money's at.
Now, I've heard, I was talking to someone the other day that's, she's in the Army or the Marine. I don't know which group she's a part of, but she was saying that she used to fuck her whole squad, and she would just bounce from like pretty much like bunker to bunker, like fucking everyone. And that's called something. Do you know? Is it called
What, being
something?
like a barracks bunny?
There it is. There it is. Barracks bunny. Okay. Wow. So
Yeah, for sure. That's a thing. Yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun in the dorms.
Were you one of those or no?
Yes, I definitely got around. But in the Air Force, we call them dorms instead of barracks because we're fancy.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of something quippy. What would you call a dorm? Some kind of hoe in the dorm.
That's cool. We don't judge. We don't judge.
Well, I'm trying to brainstorm. I was inviting y'all to help me brainstorm, but I can't. Anyway, yeah, definitely was a big thing fucking around in the military. So my job was airfield management, and I part of it was going on this truck and doing inspections on this huge piece of pavement, and then like I don't know, kind of wooded area around it, you know, look for wildlife, whatever. And there were a couple times where I took like a really hot security forces guy out with me and fucked him while I was on duty. I'd flirt with like the freaking master sergeants and
so
you know,
all the porn that I see on
stuff.
Pornhub of like of everyone dressed in uniform. I mean, obviously that's probably staged, but seeing that or hearing that you guys actually
There's so much fuckery in the military.
Dude,
Like everyone's fucking people they shouldn't be fucking. Like, because it's so funny because there's another kind of aspect of like the military and people joining when they're young is like everyone fucking gets married within like the first 2-3 years, which means in the next 3-4 years, everyone's already cheating all over like all these people that they've married, like, you know, just off the cuff.
So you went on a whole tour?
Yeah, I did 4 years of full enlistment, but I never like went overseas. I never deployed or went overseas.
Gotcha.
But
gotcha.
yeah, well, I joined so I could go to Europe, and then I got sent to Illinois. It was fucked.
It was fucked. And now you're here, and now you're slaying
yeah,
it.
but I got good dick, so
You're slaying it. I'm gonna give you a compliment. You give or not that I wouldn't fucking know, but you suck dick great from what I see on the internet. I have no idea. I've never experienced it, but you should watch her shit because it's
it's all about the spit and then you know just like using your throat you know to like the fullest capacity.
I feel like Dan is cheesing over there.
I can approve. Yeah,
he attests to this. Yes.
How many times have you guys hooked up?
Twice.
Okay, wait. So yeah. Really? That's so crazy. Yeah, because there's the LA New Girl and then Slut Inspection. Yeah,
So
and that's it.
Just the twice.
Yeah.
You guys ever hooked up off camera, or is that not allowed?
This dude's married.
Well, I don't know. Some people have open relationships.
Dan, do you hook up with anyone off camera?
No, God, no.
So that's considered cheating.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like I mean, the only way that it could possibly work out is maybe if like she was involved in the hooking up.
Okay.
But
Right.
that being said, it doesn't really like our lives are porn. Our lives are entirely porn.
Fuck.
But yeah, we're monogamous though. See, my wife and I are monogamous.
I would always in the last I've only been in for the industry for 2 years, and I've had a couple partnerships here and there, attempts at partnerships, I suppose. And I would always come to this place where I would become, well, maybe just I had so much sex in my like professional life, I'd become kind of asexual with my partners. Do you and Suzanne get like that? Or are you guys still like rowdy little teenagers together?
I mean, you know, she does film me fucking amazing women like yourself. So there is an aspect of our porn life that kind of bleeds into our personal life.
I guess that she's getting her rocks off while you're
exactly
balls deep in a girl.
Because like you know, it's always in our minds that we do this taboo thing together. So it kind of creates a dynamic where we like, you know, we still hook. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's been quite a few times where a model will leave and then, you know, it's like, she's
start
like, my turn.
jumping bones.
That's cool. So what got you into it? How did you get in?
Oh man. So my band was on tour years and years ago, 10 years ago. And
Dan used to have a face full of piercings.
I did.
He used to be a little punk hardcore boy.
So many piercings.
Look how like proper and like he's got a button down shirt. He used to have a piercing like right through his freaking bridge.
But I mean, the rolled up sleeves, you know, it's business casual. It's business casual. But so my band was on tour and I got to LA and the tour ended and I decided to stay, which was, you know, for Suzanne, an interesting thing when I hit her up and told her I wasn't coming home. But,
wait, where was home? Where was she?
She was in New Jersey at the time. And I just called her up and was like, hey, I'm not coming home. What do you want to do?
So you offered her an out? You were like, I'm staying here and that is what it is. We could end the relationship. You could stay there or you can come out here and we could like do a thing. Yeah. But that's intense.
But, you know, I knew I didn't want to go back to the Northeast. Like, you know, all respect to the Northeast. Northeast is great. But I spent 30 years there. You know, I was you know, over it. So, I gave her the options. And a couple months later, she got in the car with our cats and hauled it out. And, you know, happiest we've ever been. So that's great.
And those the cats you still have today? A couple of them are babies,
Two of them. Two of them are, so we lost two of them since we moved. And then the two, you know, that are the fluffy ones are the two that we have that are fluffy. Those are. I remember
one named June. Is that a fact?
Juniper is our newest one. He's 3 years old.
I don't remember any of your other cats' names.
How long have you been in industry?
In the industry, it'll be 11 years this year that I've been in the industry. So I started out behind the scenes. So that happened because my best friend from high school was working behind the scenes for Mike Adriano.
Got you.
And he was like, hey man, do you want to make $100 a day and see naked girls? And I was like, I'll look at anything for $100 a day. I'm a poor musician. So I started working behind the scenes with him, and then a year later he quit and left the industry, and I took over as Mike's lead guy. And then 5-6 years later, I was like, all right, it's time for me to, do my thing now.
Right.
So
I mean, I like to think that's kind of like, I mean, I got into porn, 2018, and I've been an agent this whole time, still am now.
Right.
But then I was like, man, I'm like I want to do something fun. And I created this. And this is like, I'm an agent all morning, all afternoon. And then at like 5 o'clock, it's like, now it's turned on. So
Right.
it's
Wait,
fun
do you do like
to...
content and stuff, or does like your
Say what?
do you do content, or does your position as an agent kind of like put you, make you refrain?
So I will say from starting this podcast, I have done a couple content, couple clips, and those have sold like fucking wildfire.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like you can't find Ryan anywhere.
Right.
So it's definitely made me want to try to like do that more.
Do you think you have fans watching this that like each episode they hope maybe just Ryan's gonna jump in at the end?
No,
just drop a load at the very end.
I put a story out on Instagram yesterday, and this one really big like super fan sent me a message. He's like, are you gonna fuck on your LA trip? And I was like, well, I might. And he's like, is this really Ryan? And I was like, yeah, it's me. I only run my account. He's like, okay, I'm just making sure because like I'm at the edge of my seat. That's exciting. So I don't know. I mean, but I'm kind of like very picky with who I want to do that with.
Right. Plus it's like a delicate, like slippery slope, I feel.
I mean, there's like that, oh, you're an agent, you shouldn't be doing that. But it's like, I don't know, I'm young as fuck. If I want to, I don't know what the problem is. I really don't. Like, especially if it's someone that's like maybe not hussy.
Yeah, that's true. I will say, I mean, like no knock against porn, but it is full of a bunch of social games. So
yeah, I don't know. I live this like mentality of like, I just don't give a fuck about like, you're gonna knock on me. Like, what am I doing that's affecting you?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I think everyone should be able to do whatever they want to do until like you fuck up, and then you should stop.
Yeah, as long as you're not hurting anyone.
Right.
Like if you're harming someone physically or emotionally, then that's a problem. But beyond that, we're all just running our hustle and trying to live life the best we can.
Yeah, I keep getting told I need to just kind of tone up a little bit, and then
Who's telling you that?
Dude, Riley,
who's saying it?
Riley says I need to tone up.
That dude's in the gym all the time, though.
Oh, he's a fucking gym rat. Riley, gym rat, man.
My God.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think the dad bod is in, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like all you have to do is be hot, and that can be in any way, shape, or form.
I
Riley's
appreciate
silly.
that.
Do you want to do some training while you're here? I'll put you through like Ferrari boot camp. Like, we'll get in there.
Ferrari boot camp. Yeah, this dude
God.
works out for real.
Dude? All the time?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little off my game.
How much
right
weight
now.
have you lost in your life
Which time?
altogether?
I mean, if you're talking
Have you
lifetime,
calculated it altogether?
it's well over 500 pounds that I've lost
Holy
lifetime.
fuck.
Like, because I've gotten big 3 times.
You were 500 pounds?
Well, no, I wasn't
Look how
500 pounds.
Like,
I was my
now.
biggest was 287, but I've done that to myself 3 times.
Holy shit.
So the amount of weight I've lost, throughout has been probably
Yeah.
about 500 pounds.
So
for the
Ferrari
amount of
boot
times I've
camp is
done
probably pretty intense.
it.
I mean,
It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
I had COVID, 2 years ago? And when I got it, I lost my taste and smell. I couldn't taste. Everything smelled like shit. I could only eat like acai bowls and salads.
Wait, have you since gotten it back?
Yes.
Terrific.
But for 11 months, I didn't have that. So I lost 57 pounds. Now that I have it back, it's been like 6 months. I'm fucking eating whatever I want now.
Yeah, isn't that
So I've
crazy?
gained-
And doesn't it suck like how much of a dopamine hit we get from food?
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
disheartening sometimes.
I mean, I kind of hate that I got my fucking smell back because now I just eat
yeah,
whatever.
right.
So sometimes I'm like, fuck, like if I could just eat salads every day, I would, but
Right.
that shit gets boring.
If everything tastes like nothing, you're not getting like the happiness, like the satisfaction from like a flavor, then like what's the difference? You should just eat for your nutrition.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the
500
diet is
pounds?
the hardest part. Yeah, the diet is the hardest part of everything. They say abs are made in the kitchen, and it is 100%
Oh,
true.
absolutely.
100% true.
Oh yeah. Like you need during lockdown, I went from being just average to like super shredded. I'm not quite there now, so don't hold me to that. But yeah, the way I got so shredded was I was tracking every single calorie that I took in, the fats, the carbs, the vitamins, the sodium, everything. Everything was tracked down to a T every single day for 4 months straight.
It's just
Damn,
like a lot of work.
Yeah, send me that workout. Let me figure it out. So.
I mean, if you want the lockdown workout, it's probably you're working out like 7 times a day.
But then
just
obviously, like once you lift let the reins up a little bit, you could swing in the other direction.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to pull it back now. Like I kind of slacked the past 2 days, so I ran 10K this morning just to like.
Fuck. I tell myself all the time if I would just work out, I'd be like jacked, but. It's just, fuck, dude, waking up, having to go to the gym, fucking lift all that bullshit.
Yeah. See, you got to learn that dopamine hit you get with food. You got to learn how to get that dopamine hit from the exercise. I mean, like, I'm giving, like, just, like, almost empty advice here because, like, sure, it makes sense, but I have yet to do it myself, too.
Yeah, I mean, I got a whole gym membership I pay every month, and I don't even go. It's fucking stupid. Stupid. But... All right, so I want to dive into, Dan, what is what turns you on the most? What gets you going?
Oh, man. This is going to sound really corny, but the thing that I am most into is doing what my partner wants. So like whatever gets my partner off is what I'm super into. I like to see the pleasure in the person that I'm with.
So does that mean that you're like, are you like submissive? Because you're doing what she wants, or
not necessarily. I feel like I'm
dominance just through servitude.
I'm responsive. Okay. You know what I mean? I respond to. I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, like I want to do what they want, and that gets me off. Because I've done everything from scenes that are super vanilla to some of the most hardcore scenes that you've seen, and I love every single one of them.
Gotcha. Now, Suzanne doesn't ever partake in the films?
Recently, we started doing something that we call a spiritual threesome. So she doesn't get naked. She doesn't do anything sexual on camera, except don't want to blow it up too much, but she's got a little OnlyFans, so go and check that out. Nice. So we do these spiritual threesomes. So I shoot at POV, and so she starts with the model and gets the model naked. They make out. They do their thing for a hot second, and then Suzanne assists in the action. So
you make her do all the foreplay, and then you just serve dick.
Yeah. Just serve dick. But you know what? It seems like everyone's super happy with it because who doesn't want to make out with Suzanne?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Awesome.
She's like been the forbidden fruit, right? Because she's always been behind the camera.
Exactly.
So does she line up who you're gonna film?
It's a bit of both.
Okay.
But like, we each obviously have our own accounts. So whoever reaches out, if she sees someone is looking for people to collab with, she'll reach out and offer everything that we offer.
It's like, imagine you guys like laying in bed at night, like scrolling on your phones next to each other, like, hey honey, who do you want fuck this week?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there are times when I'll get a text and it'll be Suzanne sending me a tweet and she's like, you need to respond to this tweet right now.
Set it up.
That's cool. To me, that's like a power couple. I like seeing couples that just fucking work so well together. Yeah. Like seeing you guys. Shout out to Valeria Castile and Grimy. I mean, they're so power together. You know. So I don't know. I think it's super awesome.
Fun, like in a partnership, being able to like pour into a project together. The way you guys like poured into Slut Inspection. Yeah. I remember how. I think maybe around like my scene was when she finished like the intro thing with like the Inspector Gadget vibe. She was just so happy with like the editing and like how everything came out, and it was just like it was silly, and I was like, that's like a beautiful. I don't know, it just seemed so fun.
Super fun. We got my my buddy who got me into porn. Actually, he did the sound mixing on that. Like so he actually did the Inspector Gadget theme song in a reggae with a reggae feel, so we wouldn't get sued.
Oh shit, that's wild.
And she was so proud of that. That video took quite a while for us to put together, so she was so happy with it. A lot of green screen work. So.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, pouring into the thing together. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Rory, what gets you going?
I've had so much sex in my life that my answer is going to be a little obscure. The thing that turns me on the most is like, it's not really inside like the actual physical sex. It's more of like the, you know, the psychological thing between me and that person. What turns me on the most is getting to that place of just like cheeky, witty, harassing each other, you know, like being quippy banter. Yeah, I don't know. Intellectual, like connection, stimulation is the thing that, like, you know, literally makes me so fucking horny.
Awesome.
I'm like, as soon as I realize like this is a smart person that's like fucking with me a little bit, I'm like, oh shit, I really want to fuck that person.
I like hearing what turns everybody on, because honestly, I ask this question every fucking episode, and to hear a million different answers, it's truly awesome.
Yeah, but I guess like like actually in the bedroom, the thing for me, almost akin to Dan, is like I just want to be used as a vessel for someone else's pleasure, you know? Just, like, be there with my fucking beautiful pussy. Like, take what you want from me, you know? Do it whatever fucking way. This is, like, for you, you know? Fuck me like a horny, excited fucking teenager. Like, just indulge in my body.
That's hot as fuck. That's awesome.
So, yeah, those are the things.
So, do you like being, like, verbally degraded? Or is it, because you said harass...
Oh, not really degrading, or, you know, it's just like trying to one up each other in like hyper intellectual ways, you know, just like jokes on teasing and that kind of vibe, if that makes sense.
Cool. So you keep saying that you've had a lot of sex. I am curious, what could you buy with your body count? You ever been asked that question?
What could I buy? Like what if each person was $1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like individual people. I don't know. Okay, so before, keeping in mind that I was in the military, like before, and I joined the industry at 26. Before I joined, I had already slept with over 200 people. And I've been in for about 2 years now. I might have slept with another 200 people.
Okay, so 400.
Yes, yeah. But then, you know, obviously inside those, I've had like some relationships and partnerships where like we would fuck like thousands of times just between the two of us. So yeah.
So you could probably buy a PS5 with your body count.
Yeah, I guess so. where do I make that exchange? Wait. If I do that, does my body count reset to 0?
You know what?
If I make a purchase through it.
I interviewed a girl the other day where she said that every time she goes to talent testing or clear or whatever, every time she tests, she's a virgin.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Exactly.
Cool little mindset.
I'm pristine, never been touched.
Dan, what about you? What's your body count?
Oh yeah, 10 years of fuckery.
Oh my god.
But he did say that he lost his virginity to his wife.
I did lose my virginity to my wife.
So what, the number started rolling once you were out here
I mean, there was
in the professional world.
There was some small little like excursions that her and I did prior to the industry. I'm probably somewhere around a PS5 as well, somewhere in that range, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean maybe like a PS5 and like a controller or two.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, awesome.
So probably somewhere in that number. But cool. yeah, I lost my virginity to Suzanne, so that was. Wow. People always trip out on that. They're like, now look what you do.
Yeah.
I'm making up for lost time, I guess. You know?
Sex must be amazing if I mean y'all still together and it's the first one and.
Oh right? Yeah. No, it's the best 3 minutes you'll ever have. No.
Me masturbating.
Well, you know, like when you
actually I could knock it out in 2.
I don't know about you, but I feel like when I have sex off camera, like, you know, obviously, yeah, we
I don't want the 45-minute performance.
Yeah, exactly.
The sex I had like with boyfriends and stuff before porn, it'd be like 15 minutes, and it's like, fuck yeah, let's, you know, head back out into the day.
Like if you're including foreplay, I'd say 10 to 15 minutes was plenty of time. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I wish I could do that, man. Yeah. My fucking stamina is like an hour or more. Man. It sucks. Like
it sucks.
If I can't ever do like 15
I feel like
minutes
coming
sex.
is like a mental thing, right?
Totally
like you can't take
thing.
Your brain to like that mental place like sooner. Or...
It's a total mental thing. I mean, there been some times where I can nut in fucking 5 minutes having sex? Sure.
Right.
But that is like, because I'm very dominant. I want to do everything during sex. But if I want to be able to nut in 5 minutes, I need to just focus on that one thing and nothing else, and then make it happen. Yeah. But
it's like your highlight reel, basically. Like, you know, like when you find that spot in the video, you're like, ooh, that's the spot. I'm finishing to that spot.
Yeah, 45 minutes is too long, and we're freaking athletes in our professional worlds.
And I hear that majority of the girls are still super horny at the end of a porn set. Like, do you guys, all the films that you do?
I don't know. I guess that speaks more to the male talent, you know? Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't always. Do you ever
walk off set and you're like, I'm still so fucking horny?
Not necessarily. You do?
Yeah. For you?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Even though you popped and everything, you're still like.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shit, okay.
I'm like go home and you know, that's like I said, that's like when I'm like, hey, what's up, Suzanne? Like, how was taking care of the cats? You know, let's go to the bedroom.
Now, is that if you're still horny afterwards? I don't know if this is a stupid thing to ask. Does that mean the sex wasn't that good, or
no, not at all? I feel like generally it's when the sex is phenomenal that I go home horny. Because like I'm still I'm replaying it over and over in my mind. It's like
I wish I could dive right back into that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I don't, because like I go home to no one. So like I've programmed myself to like once I'm off set, like I don't know, something else isn't an option, right? Plus like the pool of people I could fuck is limited now to only tested persons. I mean, which I'm not complaining about at all, but I'm just saying like it's a different world than being able to like just go out and like hit up anyone to fuck, at least like the male talent, more or less, they're not really like the females that they fly. The female talent like flies in for a couple weeks, like you never know if like they're here or there or whatever. Male talent typically like lives wherever they're performing predominantly.
In general, yeah.
And both of you guys live in LA.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, I actually grew up out here.
This place is rough. I'm not a fan.
How so?
So first off, it's fucking cold. Okay,
it's
freezing.
Only now. It's only this year.
It's cold.
Florida, baby.
There's traffic everywhere.
Motorcycle.
Shit's expensive.
Listen to the podcast, bro. Ever heard of one? Just kidding.
I mean, I've only been in Florida for 8 months now. I'm originally from Arizona, but Arizona. I don't know. California is just sucks.
Yeah, come back during the summer. We had freaking like 118-degree day. Like,
fucking snow on the mountain over there.
Okay, this is abnormal.
That's the first in the 10 years I've been here. That's the first time I've seen snow on the mountains. Like right there.
That's
anyway.
Crazy.
That's just fucking nuts.
Yeah, you chose a bad time.
It's an exceptional time for California right now. We're getting all the rain that we didn't have for the past 10 years.
I was saying these can't see it on the camera, but these green mountains right here. It reminded me. It's gonna sound lame, but like Teletubbies, the green hills. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, like the baby.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
The sun that's like a
We're
baby's
the same
face.
age, man. You know.
Are we?
I think so. You want to say your age?
Yeah, I'm 38.
Ah, fuck, I'm 33, dude. I thought we were the same age.
See?
You know what the Teletubbies are?
I'm 47.
What?
I'm kidding.
I wasn't gonna blow up your spot. I didn't know if you were going for like the serious like MILF status on that one or what was going on.
But anyway, I've just never seen the hills so green out here.
I told you I like the teasing banter.
I was gonna say like when we did our first scene.
This is my foreplay. Let me harass you.
I'm into it.
Who would you say is a better dirty talker between the both of you?
No, I shine better in my actions.
Yeah.
No, I shine better with my actions. I kind of hate dirty talking.
Really?
I feel
it's just like one more thing for me to think about. Like
I've gotten better at it over the years, you know, like.
Well, I guess also there's a differentiation between like the performative dirty talk and like it happening organically in your sex life. So. Yeah.
No, in my sex life, I don't talk. I'm just like.
Really?
Yeah.
You just fucking quiet?
Me, fuck.
I mean, there's some interaction, but I feel like, for the scenes that I do for slut inspection and everything like that, it kind of requires me to take on more of a aggressive role. Gotcha. You know what I mean? Because I'm coming in as basically the stud of the situation, so I have to be more dominant in that role.
Gotcha.
So I've kind of acclimated to being a little more aggressive with it.
Yeah.
But then like after the scene, I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm so sorry.
Rory, do you like more gonzo or scripted?
Gonzo Supreme. Yeah, so much fun. I mean, like, I do love doing character work. You know, especially like all the life experience I have. I feel like I could definitely be compelling, like as like or convincing being like someone else, quote unquote. But
And what's your favorite type of role to do?
Oh gosh, I don't prefer the scripted stuff, you know, because like it's one more thing to think about, like especially like with like the talking during the scenes. It's like what dirty talk would my character say, and it's like I don't want to do that. Like I just want to fuck and I just want to be fucked. So Gonzo Supreme in my world. Mm-hmm.
But if you could pick a role, what would you do? What would you say you're best at? Like slutty neighbor. I don't know. That's really all I got.
Naughty nurse.
Naughty nurse.
I don't know. I've been cast for one too many teenage roles, and I'm not in favor of of that. So I don't know. I don't get cast as like the I don't know.
Just trying to figure you out.
Well, I don't like doing scripted, so let's start there. I like to fuck. You know what my favorite character to play is?
Turn the fucking
Rory
camera
fucking Knox.
on.
My favorite character to play? Rory Knox.
You
fuck like
you
Rory
just like
Knox
to turn the
any
camera
day.
on and get fucked. That's pretty much it.
Exactly.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
How many
absolutely.
scenes you think you guys have done?
By this point, over 150.
It's fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah. So fun.
Suzanne and I did the math on this one time. I think I'm somewhere in the number of like 500, somewhere between 500 and 600.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go check that IAFD page.
Well, that doesn't have necessarily all like
No,
it
no,
depends
you're right,
if you're including content shoots and
No,
things
absolutely.
like that. And you know, but yeah, I mean, just for content and slut inspection alone, it's over 300. I think it's like 350 or something like that now.
Wow.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah,
That's
So-
really cool.
Wow.
And then you include in the professional scenes beyond that. So yeah, probably it's somewhere in the neighborhood of
That's cool.
between 500 and 600.
People ever recognize you guys when you're out and about?
I've been approached at airports a couple of times, and I've had people like DM me after I've left a place saying that they saw me there.
Is that weird?
Not necessarily. You know, I don't really mind either way. If like someone comes up to me and says hi, whatever. The things that I don't like is like if someone recognizes me and then just fucking stares at me. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, it's me. Can I help you? Move along.
I feel like it's also if they message you afterwards and they're like, hey, I saw you, it kind of makes you feel like they were just staring at you and you didn't even know.
Yeah. I always say that next time you'll say hi.
But I know that a lot of like performers won't, like if they're out at like, let's just say like Topgolf,
Right.
they won't even post that they're at Topgolf till like after they left.
Right. Oh, I just
That
saw
way they don't
I
get-
saw a girl post on Twitter yesterday that she was at the beach and she shared on Twitter which beach it was, and then I saw her make another post like a couple hours later saying like some guy just showed up there and like found her. That's fucking sketch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, let me put this out there. Like, I'm not afraid of like people knowing where I am, cause like you're not gonna fuck with me. Let me tell you.
I will say this once. I was in Vegas with a couple performers that I manage, and she had tweeted that she was at like this Millennium concert at like the football stadium. Next thing you know, she's like tapped me on the shoulder, and she's like, Ryan, there's a fan that's parked in the front, and this dude was sending her all these DMs like, I'm not moving my car until you walk outside, and when you do decide to walk outside, I'm gonna grab you, put you in the car, we're gonna go out to dinner. And it's like, whoa. So we had to end up walking out with basically security to like make sure we were good. But I told her, I was like, moving forward, don't fucking tweet that you're here until
post
after
it
you
after the
leave.
fact.
Yeah, because that shit's fucking scary. You don't, I mean, some of these people are crazy.
For sure. Yeah, we did like a porn girl bowling night a couple months ago, and I was nervous enough even just to say that we were bowling in the valley because there's only a couple bowling alleys in the goddamn valley. I'm like, we're giving people the opportunity to fucking lurk. I think it was fine that time, but still, yeah, it's always in my mind. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't even... It's crazy, like, how far people will go if they're just, like, left at home to their own devices, right? Like, if they get an inkling of, like, an idea of what your first name is, and they're going to find out your address and start mailing you things. If they get an inkling of, like, you know, you live in this kind of neighborhood, they're going to be, like, circling the block or something. You give them an inch, they're going to fucking take fucking everything.
I just realized that you got a fucking choker on, and that is... Chokers drive me insane.
So now we know your turn on.
I'm chubbed out right now. No, I'm just I don't know what it is about a fucking choker, but
he's about to send me
podcast
home.
Podcast over. Gotta go.
Day, get the fuck out of here. No. I feel like not a lot of girls wear chokers, but when they do, I don't know. That's just
I feel like it's
hot.
a very complimentary little like accent piece. Yeah.
Very hot. What is the craziest sex story?
Craziest sex story.
Doesn't have to be porn. But when I ask you guys questions, doesn't always have to revolve around porn. But
wait, I'm more than just a porn star?
Yeah.
You believe in me?
Yeah.
We are not.
Craziest sex story. Oh. Well, I had something really fun happen recently. Is I got together with a guy friend of mine at like an Airbnb and did like just like a little overnight like shenanigans adventure, you know. And at one point we invited, we were doing like all sorts of weird stuff inside of that. Like, you know, I'm an anal girl, right?
I know that now. I mean, I think I knew that, honestly.
That night I had grapes in my butt. I had a banana in my ass.
Wow.
Like,
we're going to dive into that. Good.
Tell me more. At one point he invited one of his girlfriends, one of his chick friends over. And I don't even know, one thing led to another. But next thing I know, like, her entire, like, fucking fist is in my pussy. And I'm just like,
That's fucking wild.
Totally amazing. Yeah. So I'm one of those girls who gets off more on penetration than clitoral stimulation.
Okay.
So I really just like feeling like just full, you know. I don't need the whole DJ situation on my clit. Like I just I just need a fucking hand inside of me. It's funny at this point, since I was fisted like the first time, maybe like 5 years ago. At this point, it's funny because like you would think that I would have had more girls fist me than guys. I've only had like 3 girls fist me, but somehow I've had like 11 grown men's fucking huge ass hands inside of my vagina.
I've never done that, but
not at the same time, but
Man, I got kind of a small hand.
There's this, like really exciting like moment where like it's just about to
How much
go
lube
in
do you
there.
need? How much lube do you need to get it all up in there?
I mean, like definitely a generous amount.
Yeah.
Don't be stingy. You got 2 hands.
Like that
with the
moment
other
where
hand,
it's
just have
like,
it in your hand.
and then it pops
Have you fisted
over.
someone before?
Yeah, of course, of course.
You can feel them like try to like open their hand a little bit in there and stuff.
And there's a little like back and forth wiggle that you can do. And
have you ever had
I've never fisted nobody. No.
Interesting.
I mean, I've done I think like 4 fingers and my fingers started cramping. So
I know like the interesting moment is when you feel your fist kind of get pulled in. Like, because there's a moment like as you're going in, like, you know, like I actually had to teach Suzanne because Suzanne started doing some like fisting on some models and everything like that. And so she was like, one model was like, "Hey, Suzanne, will you fist my ass after he finishes fucking it?" Wow. And like she was like, "Okay." And then the model went to like clean up a little bit after our scene, and Suzanne was like, "How do you do it?" And I was just like, "You just
with
start,
lots of love."
I was like, you start with one, and then you just work your way up and keep it.
So have you fisted an ass or a pussy?
I have fisted pussy. Have I fisted ass? I might have fisted ass. Someone could probably look it up and find out. But my first time fisting a pussy was on a live show, actually. I was doing a live show for Cherry Pimps. And
they allowed that?
The model was
like Cherry Pimps like allowed like fisting on a live show? Yeah. Oh, that's baller.
Yeah. So I just was like, fucking, this is happening. And yeah, I went in and you just slowly work it in, and then at the point where you get to the knuckles, it just all of a sudden that like you just push a little bit and it just
oh my god.
And as you go in, you close your fist obviously because you don't want to tear anyone up inside. Right. And yeah, then you can do little motions.
My life was fun. You guys are living much cooler lives than I.
Wait. Okay.
I got asked
what can you buy? with your body count?
Turning it around on him. I like that.
Yeah, I've only ever been asked what it is, but to know what I could buy, I don't know. I mean, I want to. I think we're all in the same. I mean, I'm 645, so.
I feel like Dan
a
and I
very
are walking
exact
out with our
number.
PS5s, and this
clicker.
guy's got a PS4.
Like on your bedroom, like on your nightstand, you got a clicker.
Yeah,
You just finished.
I got a clicker. Every time I fuck, I just click it.
Nice,
Dude, I know some people like keep like a list.
So I
I've
think we
seen
could all
that
buy a
too, yeah.
PS5, honestly. Hold on. I want to go back to your. You're telling me that you put grapes and bananas
Yeah.
inside you.
Yeah.
Do they put it in and then they eat it, or they just put it in? And
like making a fruit salad in Rory's ass.
Yes, and yeah.
That's so fucking
Yeah,
dope.
no, it's fun. Like, cause he put like a banana in my butt, like most, peeled it and like put it in my butt, and it was really ripe, so like it didn't mush or anything. And then like he kind of like pulled it back out like with his mouth and like bit like a piece of it off, so there was like half of it still in my butt, and then he grabbed like that last half and like brought it over to my mouth, so I ate half of the banana that was in my mouth or in my ass too.
That's so cool.
Yeah, those grapes got lost in me though. He ended up having to I had to like squat over a towel and he had to like dig them out of me.
That's I think the craziest. I mean, I wouldn't say.
I think I made him
craziest.
eat it though.
I was with a friends with benefits girl the other day, and I was on the phone, just trying to handle a business call, and she starts masturbating right in front of me, right as I'm.
Was she trying to like invoke something?
She was
from
trying
you? She was
to like distract me
she's a little
from
instigator.
this fucking Zoom call I was on, and next thing I know, I told her just to I was like mouthing it. I was like, just like sit on the counter.
Right.
She gets on the counter, starts doing her thing even more. And then all of a sudden I got a little crazy and I went over to the ice machine and I took out like a handful of ice cubes and I just put it up there. And then I put my hand like to block it so it wouldn't come out.
Yeah.
And she just cause she's very submissive, she just kind of was, fucking taking it.
Yeah.
But all the ice cubes just like melted in the matter of like 5 minutes because obviously it was warm and whatever. But I don't know. I thought that was fucking crazy.
I think that is crazy that ice
Especially,
melts.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
shut the fuck up. I'm
pretty
just
wild.
saying, I'm just saying it was.
This
I put like
Justin
7 up there in the
Turned
matter.
on exclusive.
You got to give a disclaimer though. You got to be careful with that because if the ice breaks inside, it can be very jagged. I've actually been on
Can
set.
it?
Yeah,
But it's gonna melt.
like
well, I
not-
guess it could still poke a tear or something.
Well, I mean, I rubbed it before I put it up in there. That way, it wasn't anything sharp. Is that what you're saying?
Not to give. I'm not gonna say names or which scene it was, but when I was working behind the scenes one day, it was kind of scripted. Put a couple ice cubes up there, and one of the ice cubes from the thermal shock of being in there cracked.
I guess
Oh.
that makes
And
sense. Yeah.
and she ended up, having quite a bit of blood
Interesting.
fuck.
Was it in her butt?
coming out. It was in her pussy.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously she ended up being fine
Well,
after
congrats,
the fact.
Dan. You just freaked me the fuck out. So now I'm never gonna do that again.
So I'm just saying, just be careful.
Stick to grapes and
Just be
bananas.
careful.
Yeah, grapes and bananas.
Just toss like a glass dildo in the freezer or something like that.
Oh, man.
I'm just trying to educate the
I'm
masses.
gonna make a new
man.
content series called "Toss My Fruit Salad."
Ooh.
What? Ugh, Jesus.
I've always said that they should do put all the ingredients for pancakes inside,
Yeah.
jump around a bit, and then squat over a griddle.
I'm pretty sure I've seen people do that.
Yeah?
I know Casey Calvert has a one where she puts a bunch of fruit in her butt and blends it and then
Nice.
drinks it. I
Hell
think
yeah.
Rachel Rivers did one similar. She might have done the pancake thing. Of course, Rebel Ryder has done it.
Oh, I was about to say, Rebel told me I could fist her butt.
Oh yeah.
She's coming on the pod
incredible.
in 2 months.
Oh
Do
my
it.
god.
She made a
The
tweet.
capabilities.
Oh, yeah.
She made a
of that
tweet and she was
butthole.
like, "Yo, who wants to fist my ass?" And I was like, "This guy." And she was like, "Let's run it in 2 months when I get
Hell
to
yeah.
Florida." So
Dude, she's so tiny.
I might chicken out. I don't know.
She's
No,
so
do it,
tiny.
man. Get in there.
Seeing what she's anally capable of,
Yeah.
because it was maybe a year I was following her online before I met her in person, and Like I don't know, I thought she was like 5'7", 5'8", you know, like
tiny.
she could fucking take everything up her ass. I met her in person, she's like 5'2", she's like 5'1", 5'2". I'm like, what the hell?
You're short. You're 5'3", right?
Yeah.
In boots, you look like you're what, 5'7".
Yeah, in boots, I'm a giant. That's what I do it.
If you could have one sexual superpower, what would it be? Both of you.
Sexual superpower.
A superpower sounds cool, but like, what's
Right?
sexual superpower?
Sexual superpower.
Man, that's a tough question.
Yeah, I guess like a superpower where like my butt would always be clear as like, you know, if there's a dick in it, like it's clean, like it's fine, and I never have
Clear
to clean
my
again.
butt. And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
Butt cleared.
You're over here like it's time for anal. Snap your fingers and it's just.
Yeah, exactly. That's my superpower. Yeah.
I mean, I guess almost kind of goes with my my turn on, like almost like a mind reading thing, like, you know, so I could.
Ooh, then you can satisfy their
Yeah,
subconscious. They don't even have to
exactly.
communicate the thing to you. You could dig in there.
Like yeah, so that way I would kind of know where to go without having to go through
Yeah.
the subtle nonverbal cues and everything like that. I could just kind
you're
of like
you're in there like kicking stuff around, like, oh, there's that box of perversion.
yeah,
Yeah.
and find like the dirty stuff that people are scared to be like, hey, will you do this? Because I totally fucking will.
You'll go to the limits.
Absolutely.
What is your limit? What will you absolutely not do?
I won't do like hard impact play. I won't like punch, like, you know,
Okay.
like that's my hard limit.
Okay.
Like, you know,
I feel like a lot of girls are kind of getting into that right
I'll
now.
punch a girl if she wants to be punched. I'm
How
very
hard-
submissive. I'm not dominant.
How hard are
but
we
like
talking?
if it feels like an active submission, for me, like if a girl likes it so much that, you know, it feels like an active submission, then I'll fucking go wail on them. I've hit it
how
off
hard
with
are we talking? Here's the face. Put the can down.
Oh, well, okay.
How hard are we talking?
Have you met Jessie Pony?
No.
Oh my god, do you know of her? Like, she's
No, I
very
don't-
extreme.
I
Oh
don't-
my
I
god,
don't
we
think
hit it
so.
off once, and she's one of those crazy girls that like, just like really, really gets off on it. So just like slapping her.
Like
Maybe
black
not, like,
eye type shit?
No, we were at a party, so like it didn't get like
It didn't escalate that far.
It didn't escalate that far, but yeah, like I would if that's what she wanted, if that's what a girl wanted.
But like
I guess I'd beat up a guy too.
Like I'll go to, like, you know, I'll do like the choking out thing if that's what they're into. I will slap the absolute shit out of someone if that's what they want. Like
Right.
that like, but yeah, my hard line is like is definitely punching. But I've, like, you know, choked girls till they pass out basically.
What the fuck,
and
Dan?
I'm sorry, man. Like, but
And that shit's on the internet.
yeah, I can tell you
Bro, you're
exactly
going to
which scene
jail.
it was.
Oh my god.
But it's
That
also
doesn't scare you?
again, it's like the extreme models that come in the door and
Right.
they're like, hey, I
Yeah,
want you.
I think I know who you're talking about. Or at least one of them.
yeah,
Of course.
and, like,
I
the-
think you
the-
told me that she scared you.
But I like found out.
Had
I
the
was
desire,
I was like,
yeah.
damn. I was like, dude, I go dark sometimes.
I think
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the girls that like it, dude, the
they're
unreal. Like
yeah.
they don't have the boundaries. They don't have any boundaries. Like you
Wow.
could literally like murder them and like throw them in a ditch and they'd fucking cream themselves.
But yeah, like the one model like wanted me to spank her until she cried, and so I was like fucking her doggy, and this
A
was
lot
one of
of-
the POV ones, and
A lot of girls get horny when they get to that crying point that I've met. Like models and then just civilians.
Right.
I'll just ask, like, yo, what turns you on? Oh, I really like crying during sex. Like,
That's
It's
interesting.
just, I don't know, but like, I mean, I don't fucking judge
like,
anybody.
yeah, because
so.
I've like had someone dom me to the point where I'm like crying through my submission, and it wasn't not enjoyable, you know, like I did enjoy it in an abstract way that, like, you know, he really wanted to get off on, like, you know, hurting me, obviously, like, within my consent and limits, and so the fact that, like, I was crying was, like, really, really hot to him, and so, like, it was satisfying to me, but I would never, ever list that, like, ahead of time, you know, like, if it happens, then sure, but I would never go out of my way to say, make me cry,
Yeah.
you know, that's interesting.
But there are some girls that are like that.
Right.
So
Yeah. Isn't it funny? Every perversion comes from some kind of psychological damage.
So your limit
man.
is
like hard impact play.
okay,
Yeah.
and your limit.
Yeah, I guess like on the receiving end, like I don't like being hurt, you know, like I don't mind like the fun hurt, like the, you know.
But you'll fucking slap shit out of
spanking,
somebody
slapping.
and hurt them.
If it's what they want, yeah, absolutely. But I don't have like that independent desire in me, you know, like if it's what they want, absolutely. But I'm not like, you know, it doesn't do it for me independently to, you know, want that from a partner.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you guys know what this podcast is about, right? Like, you know what happens usually after?
We order pizza and smoke a joint. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's so romantic.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
There's no pizza?
No pizza. No.
Fuck.
Maybe like dick in a box.
Cancel this shit. Yeah, I heard a rumor about what's gonna happen after. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you tell me. It's your guys' episode.
I think I'm gonna give Dan like a really, really, really great blowjob, and you're gonna sit over in your little cuck chair.
Yeah. It's the fucking... Love this podcast.
Love this podcast.
This one's never
It's
aired.
of your design, Ryan. You
Yeah.
did this to yourself.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, every single time, like, I sit here and I listen to y'all talk, and I'm like, God, this is so fucking hot. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, I get stuck in this fucking chair and I just have to watch it. When it's like, I've created the whole
I
thing.
see your solution though. Like, you just need to find a female co-host, and then
Ooh,
you
there
know,
you go.
yeah, and then it can turn into like, you know, a side-by-side fuck, or like 2 separate scenes,
Yeah.
or like a swap. You know, you need a co-host or a male co-host if that's how you roll. You know, I heard Riley's been checking you out, so. Do you like that mental image I just threw at you? Do you like that mental image I just threw at you?
That just scarred me for life. Right
Not
there.
turned on anymore, are you?
Nope, we are done. We're done.
But yeah, I'm gonna give Dan some really good head.
Yeah. This podcast never is gonna air now. Like, we just ruined this podcast.
So that's
So you're gonna slob his knob, right? What else are you gonna do?
I mean, I think we're just gonna kind of go to town.
I'm gonna let him do the work.
Ooh,
Yeah?
Okay.
So Dan's in full control of everything. You just lay there and
Oh no, I mean, like, I'm sure
no.
I'm definitely gonna get to several points where I'm so riled up that I have to fucking, you know, get my nut. Yeah.
Rory's always a very active participant when we do scenes. Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, the scene that we did, I remember at one point we cut to take pictures or something.
Yeah.
And Suzanne went to go to the bathroom or something, and we just like we're sitting there chilling, and you just like jumped on me and just started making out with me. And like Suzanne came back in, and we were just like still going at it. And I just remembered I was like, damn, dude, that was fucking hot. Right? So,
Well,
yeah.
you know.
I
So
remember
wait,
that.
that was like June or July of 2021, I want to
Something like
say.
that, yeah.
So like a year and a half since I fucked this guy.
wow,
Yeah.
awesome.
been
So
a
obviously there's tension. So I mean, I think we should probably just wrap up this episode so you guys can get it going. Unless you guys want to ask me any questions before we close it out. Do you have any questions? No? Rory?
You're trying to come up with something. I can.
She's
I
cooking.
see. I
Cooking
see. It.
something.
I was trying, but I'll let you off easy.
No, you got nothing? I'm trying to book you guys for like 5 months. You got nothing that pops in
a
your
little
head.
closing remark. All I want to do is like harass and bully you.
Cool. I don't get embarrassed. It's okay.
Okay. So what turns you on? Like you asked us, what
fucking
turns
hell.
us on?
Dude,
What turns
everything.
you on?
A girl has to have pretty feet, 100%.
Oh, you're a foot guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
If she doesn't have pretty feet, I won't talk to her.
What is it about? Is it the arch? Is it the toes? Like what specifically?
She's got to either have white, red, or what is it? White, red, or I think just white or red toes. Honestly,
Okay.
that will get me. But the arch, 7.5 and below.
Okay.
I don't know. I just if I see a chick and she's got shoes on, I won't even fucking.
Mine are 7.5.
You're
But
hot.
I got black toenails. So.
You're hot as shit, so it's, you're all good. And they also have this exception. If a girl's just stupid, dumb hot, I don't give a fuck what size feet she has. But no, I really like girls that are just very, very submissive, that just want to be completely dominated. That is just what gets me.
All right. So
Yeah.
we'll start compiling a list for you.
I think Riley checks a lot of the boxes.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Okay, yeah, maybe we should wrap.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on this podcast. Truthfully, it means a lot. I know we've been trying to make it happen for a while. Rory Knox, thank you so much.
My
Dan
pleasure.
Ferrari,
This
appreciate
was
it, my
so
guy.
much fun.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
If you guys ever want to come back on, if you had a good time, then just hit me up and let me know who else you got in mind. And you guys just come on and do your thing.
Hell yeah.
Maybe
I
make
heard
it a big
I
orgy.
heard Dan will let you give him a hand job for $10.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, you're selling me short here. It's only 10. Like,
Plus tip.
Oh my god, that is so fucking bad. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Episodes get released every Wednesday. Sex is on Saturdays. And I will see you guys later. Peace.